to.
Edok this time.
I mean, even more, they should punish Edok now. They've got the heroes to do so. They've got the toolbox as well. We'll see the level of execution in this game, because now the question is whether or not ONIC Philippines is going to make sure that RRQ stays tip-top, nice and sharp. All right, with that being said, game number 3 will begin shortly. I'm going to hand on over the mic over to Mirko and as well as Leo. Good luck, boys, for game number 3.
She got a picture with King Kong.
She digs the beast. In the second half of the draft, it seems like ONIC PH have turned on a dime and answered RRQ HOSHI's forward advances. But a questionable Valentina, but Mirko will die on this hill saying this is a Rin's comfort. How true is that?
Very true. I think it's a Rin's comfort that might be able to get them a game win closer to that very valuable match point.
Welcome to game number 3. It's the Super Family versus the Kingdom. We're slowing it down. This is a best of 7, and we're just at game 3, a marathon, not a sprint. Looking at these early rotations. Oh wow, this is the most aggressive we've seen ONIC PH.
Yeah.
They're crossing the river.
They finally get the juice in and the choke. They finally get full mid prio, and they are going to be able to use it so much together with the Suyo. So that's something that they've been lacking. Edok engaged upon already. KINGKONG caught in the bad spot now. So she goes back with a quad shadow, gets quelled. Battle of HP bars. KINGKONG gets the lethal.
So ONIC PH proving via prowess and via kit that they really have a mid lane prio. Brusco's in trouble.
Has the flicker, will be able to escape there. Gold crab taken. Resource burnt out. Wait! No, I thought Suzuki was going to try to go for that kill in the bush, but we'll end up just going for the jungle camp here. Has the retribution in case KELRA steals it, but oh, he saves it.
Forces Suzujin to take it out of range there. But the Little Wanderer was scored by ONIC. Looking at these player emblems, again, you see that both mid laners are taking a school out of the out of the school of a thought that you have to be sustainable as a mid laner. Both utility, Edok comes in.
Good block by Brusco. Steps into the quad shadow. The shadow kill should still come through. Suzujin actually saves it again. Doesn't want to go for the damage.
Yep, and Dyron here, out of that L brush, making sure fight is fair. Kicks ONIC out, forcing KINGKONG to say, hey, you get your orange or we go for the turtle. It's already started up, less than half health.
Super Friends needs to go into it. Soul Sever coming down, red tree won by KINGKONG. A fight in the turtle pit. KINGKONG gets the KELRA. First blood.
Oh, and the Crimson Flare repositions Dyron. Dyron might not survive.
Wait, the dragon lock and rins down 2, and it's another kill. Dyron will fall. KINGKONG gets another. It's a triple kill for the beast.
He's eating good. Up about 2,000 gold now. ONIC Philippines are threatening everything from lane to lane. Even Toy's in trouble.
Big bonk. Another KINGKONG. Starting the game with 4 kills.
Charge surge through the wall. Toy didn't see it coming. There was nothing his Purify could have done.
This beast on the Suyo. Man.
I'll tell you now, Mirko, about 80% of why I started playing Suyo is because of KINGKONG.
2,700 gold, and I think all of it might be on him. If not like 80% probably. Rins this game, even with the Purify earlier, it was already baited out just through the, again, sheer amount of CC ONIC Philippines can utilize to lock them down to layer.
Yep. The exact numbers is more than half, Mirko. About 1,500, 1,600 is on Suyo over the Hayabusa.
Yikes.
And that's not even a kill on Suzujin. It's not like Suzujin's slowing down. It's just KINGKONG is that fast on the farm. See? 3,000 over 16.
Wow. I mean, it's also because he was just zoned away from his own buffs earlier. Really well played by the rest of ONIC Philippines. And you can see the Hilda play into it one more time. Suzujin going to be able to walk up again. Gonna look for the kill on Kirk, but he does have the sprint. Gets away from the glorious pathway. Super Friends looking for the Lantern Flare. Edok walking up too. But this time, they got Purifies. Wait, the Dragon. Edok caught in the bad spot now. Might be looking for the Implosion. Does get the Implosion on the 2 with a shove too. That's gonna be the Shadow Kill coming down as well, but it's not enough damage to take them down just yet. Kirk very low.
Suzujin re-engages. Kirk running away. Pops his Revitalize. Oh, so sprint on this Hilda rather. And oh, the Crimson Beacon. Saving Friends!
Super Fritz survives! Brusco with 1 HP too! Toy looking for the shot and they get away! No kills over to the Kingdom.
That was Dyren's Revitalize doing its darndest to help the rest of RRQ survive. But again, the priority and the quickness of ONIC PH's kit that comes out when they need it to denies them that. They maintain the 3,000 gold lead, and even if it's RRQ first to the turtle, there's nothing RRQ could say.
GTP, Leo, GTP.
Grab that purple.
He took it away from Sutsujin. He's now going to be looking for the trade up top. Say goodbye to this turtle. It will not be contested. RRQ don't have the firepower.
That's another major objective going over to the Super Fam. And look at this, Rins and Dyren. It's not even Rins and Edok. They're cobbling together formations, and they're still getting hostage by ONIC.
Super tough now for RRQ Hoshi. This is a snowballing composition for ONIC Philippines. And you know, in the last 2 games, we haven't been able to see like a full mid trio win for ONIC Philippines, just due to the, again, picks. Selena game 1, Loi game 2. Also, I think it was also just kind of late into getting the item power spike or getting towards first few neutral objectives. But now finally, we get to see shades of normal ONIC Philippines with the trio mid win.
And this is the ONIC that I'm sure RRQ have studied over the months. This is the ONIC with the blueprint that won them the M6 World Championship, yet you're still seeing it in full force right now, working as if it was late 2024. ONIC PH now up 4,000 gold, pushing that top lane tier 1. Down bottom, Toy and Edok looking to make something work. They will have to concede that. This is a fight waiting to break out.
Turret for turret. Up top again, though, you can see Sutsujin struggling to enter his own jungle. Down below, Edok going to be caught. Lantern Flare, SOD taking KELRA down. Brusco taken very low. Rins walking up as well. Crimson Beacon into the midst of it all. Brusco caught in the glorious pathway, still able to shut Poo out now. The Terrifies, the Purify gets baited out. Super Prince taken low, taken down. Sutsujin gets the shadow kill. But now RRQ need to disperse.
Kirk looking for his man. He's on the mercenary.
Sutsujin still there. KINGKONG blade surge, Purify out, but gets soul severed. Rin's able to escape. Dyren still in the midst of it all. Kirk gonna be taken low. He gets the damage, the bonk, but it's not enough to take him down. Spear of Misery, one more shot. KELRA unable to get that kill as Toy shoves in the mid wave.
Dyren and Sutsujin on borrowed time. Not this time. To the Lord of Death, say the members of RRQ. They get away scot-free, but it does not change the fact that the rest of the map is not on their side. ONIC PH are still up 4,000 gold, and they're looking like they want to make it back up in kind as they go for the turtle.
Most of the gold is on KINGKONG. You can see it here. RRQ Hoshi set their sights on KINGKONG now, I feel. That bounty is going to be one to die for.
Pop him like a piñata. RRQ Hoshi looking to collapse onto the turtle. ONIC PH still repositioning. Dire with the glorious pathway.
Bruce going to back with the Wave Dragon. Sutsujin lockdown canceled though. Now he goes back in with the shadow kill and the red tree win. KINGKONG zoned away by Dyren. Turtle taken, kill over KELRA though. However, will take a tier 2 up top.
SOD, no one home. That might have changed the face of this fight, but RRQ Hoshi are running through ONIC PH, taking that turtle, denying them anything else on the map. Luckily, ONIC were a step ahead. That push by KELRA up top tier 2. Finally, Sutsujin able to taste his purple. I'm wondering, was that worth it?
I think anything is worth it at this point for RRQ. They're the ones behind. So for ONIC Philippines, if they're the ones constantly trading for 1-for-1s, 1-for-2s, it's actually going to be beneficial to RRQ. KINGKONG, you got to put your eyes on Dyren here. He's been the main guy stopping KINGKONG from being a threat in these skirmishes.
RRQ live and die on the back of Dyren's high loss. Still has that Revitalize on lock. And Kirk taking this angle. Oh, Superfist coming in.
Toy in a bad spot there, able to kite away. SOD coming down, piercing through the health bars. That's Kirk taking low. Spear of Misery still there, but KELRA's gonna be gunned down. Super Prince low. That's another. Edok gets an implosion to lock him down. Kirk taken out.
And even if it's just one member of ONIC, again, every single bit counts towards the Kingdom's campaign to a winning position. And they don't even need to win, they just need to claw back into where it's competitive. And you can see that right now because Toy's about to get this turret for free.
I know how a snowballing Granger looks, and this is right now as close as it's going to be to actually calling a Granger snowballing in this series. He's doing a good job. 3 kills on the Skypiercer, or is it 2? Either way, he's on the board much earlier than, say, even KELRA in Game 2, right? You have to wait a bit more, and you can see the build, Melfic Roar. He's on the way for a Sea Halberd here, so he has put so much respect onto the front to back that he's going to be playing.
Yep. Kark is slowly going to have diminishing returns on the map. So far, he's died 3 times. Twice, didn't even really have much of an impact. Those deaths weren't even trades. They just really picked them off for free. So now, ONIC PH have to turn on a dime. They have to step on the clutch and say, hey, this snowballing thing ain't working. What's next? KINGKONG, you're getting zoned out too often. What's next? KELRA, is it still this top lane backdoor play, the split push? I don't think Dyer's gonna allow for that. Pushing Kirk out of that bush.
Gonna go on to Super Prince. Watch out, it didn't land earlier, but Toy's doing a good job at zoning them in the back with the Death Sonata. Brusco forced back, mid lane tier 1, going to be threatened. Rins, Crimson Beacon diving onto KINGKONG. Turret in the mid lane, gonna be very low, not taken down just yet though. Super Prince gets taken out very, very low as well. His Crimson Beacon used.
And they're sent home. Brusco and Super Prince, that mid lane duo from ONIC PH, a technical knockout for RRQ HOSHI. I'd reckon that's a big win for him, delaying this Lord take by the Super Fam. Mirko, we didn't mention this during the draft. We were just blinded by the speed that ONIC was going at. There's a clear problem that we have to address. They are outranged.
Outranged. And I feel like when it comes to CC2, it's very... like, it's conditional, their CC, right? Very hard to get. Meanwhile, for RRQ, Tyron has a point and click. Edok, same thing. A lot of CC tools and Rins, too, with the Terrify. Lantern Flare over to Tyron. The poke coming down as well. Tyron pops in Glorious Pathway. Now zones KINGKONG in the back. Pops in Revitalize, but will get shredded down. Not fast enough, though. Good way to drag it over to Edok, who gets the implosion to zone them in the back. That's a Lord taken down. Sutsujin brought back, but he has the quad shadow. Toy gets a kill. Kites away from Kirk.
2 for 1 the trade. SOD thrown out by KELRA. It hits Sutsujin!
Spear of Misery locking him down. That's KELRA getting 1. SOD reigns. What? Goes back in to his own demise.
And the Lord will slow down the Super Fam, but it won't stop him. They're looking at a penetration up top. Mid gets Holy Shield popped.
Base turret taken down. It's Toy versus the world. 2 base turrets. That's a fight in favor. ONIC. Whoa, KELRA! Dives in on 3. Gets a shutdown on Toy. And now with the kick, Brusco feeds him another.
And they can't even punish RRQ HOSHI. They could have sworn they hit the jackpot when they stole the Lord. But what is this? Where did it all go wrong? The Filipino savage is having his way with them.
Edok gets an implosion. SOD to the back. KELRA is unstoppable. That's another Sutsujin falls. RRQ are barely holding on.
There's nothing out of the base for RRQ. They're trapped inside. They lose their last inhibitor.
The minions gonna be cleared out one more time. RRQ somehow, some way have delayed this long, but it is going to be really tough now. Glorious Pathway sent their way. KELRA on the base. That's a zone from Diamond right now as he tries to soak in as much damage as possible. Rins gets kicked back.
And the base, that's all they're looking at. ONIC PH take down the base. 2 to 1. The Super Family race on through the grand finals. Taking 1 over the kingdom. 2 to 1.
The momentum builds for the